fucking loving whiskey.
Warning. This program is intended for adults of legal drinking age. Whiskey is consumed and discussed. The intent is to educate our palates on the differences of whiskey flavors and not an intent to get drunk. Please drink responsibly.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to I Fucking Love Whiskey. My name's Andrew Pierce, and you know what? I fucking love whiskey. As always, I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Joseph Limbaugh.
It is me. I also fucking love whiskey. Huzzah! And my neighbor is here, Thomas Smith, and we're going to find out today if he fucking loves whiskey or not.
Yep, we're going to find out. I fucking like whiskey at this point. So.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
But I think we can get you to love whiskey.
All right, let's see.
Let's see.
That's the
Let's
plan.
see. I mean, we have a mission, and that's to make everyone fucking love whiskey. You are an actor and a fitness enthusiast. I just want to say that this will give you a lot of energy to burn, I think.
Oh, yeah? Am I supposed to work out after this?
No. Like tomorrow. Tomorrow. You can store it up and then tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
That's soon enough.
Okay, good.
Hey, so we're going to taste 4 whiskeys in the show. The approximate time code's down in the corner over there. Taste along. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to taste these whiskeys. We're going to talk about what we experience, and then we're going to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff, and hopefully just have fun. Whiskey is approachable by everyone. This is not something that's exclusive. It should not be exclusive. There's no wrong answers in your tasting notes. Don't let anyone tell you that. If you taste banana pudding, you taste banana pudding. No one can say you don't. So, and if you taste grandma's old rocking chair and people go, what does that mean? It's like, no, that's what I taste. It's nostalgic. It's great. Sense, memory, scent is all associated. I'm talking way too much. Let's go to our first whiskey, shall we?
What do we got here? This is
a 21-year-old Glenburgie from Old
Burgie. Have we had Glenburgie on the show before?
Maybe.
It doesn't sound familiar to me, but
it might be Glenburgie. It could be Glenburgie.
Glenburgie.
Anyways, this is from Douglas Lang Bottling, a Speyside Old Particular.
Can you hear Bowie meowing over that thing? I want to make sure that he's not disruptive.
Oh no! I mean, who doesn't love cats?
You haven't even tasted the whiskey.
Shy.
It is kind of shy.
I don't know what that means.
It's like it's hard to access what it smells like. I don't know. It smells kind of funky to me.
Yeah, I'm getting a little funk, like a little old sock or something. Even
Thomas already tasted it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it.
Ooh. Don't taste shy. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it does not.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's 53% right there.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it is very smooth for 53. Like I would have expected to have more heat to it.
A little bit
like,
more burn.
and it's got a funky finish too. Like it's like a rotten stuff, like leaves, like November leaves, or I don't know. Like it's got this is like an October whiskey, I think.
But it's like, if you made pudding with like the rotting leaves in the middle of it, that's kind of where I am with the taste.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's definitely some sweetness in here for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I taste the sweet. It tastes like a little caramel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, like kind of like a roasted caramel or like an almost burnt caramel.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
If it's always bothering you, let me know. He's meowing. He's really, as soon as the show started, he's like meowing.
He wanted to be the guest today, and I think that a little territorial.
So probably he is territorial.
Probably true. I'm right on the verge here, like
of it being your favorite whiskey.
Yeah.
No, I feel the same way. Like I really like it, but I'm not like, oh, this is amazing. But it is interesting. Like it's got a cool funkiness to it. Like it's.
I mean, 21 years old. It's really experienced a lot from this cask.
Yeah.
Smelling it is an adventure.
Yeah.
It was bottled in 2019, and so I've only had it for 3 years. But
well, clearly you like it.
I guess
I was about to say.
I come back to it a lot, I guess. This may seem like, oh no, in 3 years, that's all you've drank out of it. But I have over 500 bottles of whiskey. And so coming back to a bottle this much must mean it's kind of nice. So It's just easy drinking. Like this would be,
Yeah.
come home, kick off your shoes, and just like, oh, I'm gonna have that, and then just like conk out in the chair. That's
Yeah, I feel that on this.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm like influenced by the season itself, but to me, it just reminds me of October and that smell of leaves and being outside, like as a kid, and like, you know,
Like fall type vibes you getting.
the plants start to change.
Yeah.
Like for me, you know, as a like kid, and I still smell it. Like every season has like its own smell, you know, like its own sort of its own smell. This smells like autumn to me.
yeah.
You get that vibe in LA? Because it's always a little
not
different.
as much, but yeah.
It never feels like the seasons actually,
Yeah.
change fully.
Well, there's like fire season, and then there's
Lunch season and mudslide.
yeah. And then
Thomas, are you originally
pilot season?
Pilot
has
season
has
is what-
that smell. The smell of pilot
I definitely
season
know that
is-
season. Jeez.
Pilot season.
That thing
Thomas,
come
are you
around.
originally from LA? Where are you from?
I'm born and raised in New Orleans.
Oh
New
wow!
Orleans.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
How did you not know this?
I don't know.
We talk all the time. You never asked. That's
I
why.
never asked.
You should ask me more questions. Wait till I come on your show.
He's gone.
Oh, I love New Orleans.
He's gone, but he took the whiskey. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, born and raised in New Orleans, man. I moved out. I went to LSU for 4 years in Baton Rouge. And I studied theater. Moved out here in 2003, and I haven't looked back. Almost 20 years, man. Doesn't feel like it, though.
yeah, same. Like I got here in '99, and it seems like, you know, it feels like I've both been here forever and not been here that long.
I understand it exactly.
But I like it here. I like Los Angeles. Like I feel like the city gets a bad rap, but I like it. I think it's a nice city.
It's a
I
home
moved here in 2015, and it feels like it was just yesterday. Yeah.
But you still kind of new to it. Do you feel like you've experienced everything, Andrew?
No. I know that there's little pockets of LA that I like, and I know there's big swaths of strip mall hell that are just, I don't ever want to go there.
Right.
I just try and stay in those pockets, but I only know
Well,
like 3 of them.
If you ever feel like you haven't experienced everything, you won't. I've been in 20 years. I'm still like, I still need to do this.
Too much here.
Yeah, it just goes on forever. I mean, like I'm up at the top of Vermont. You look down Vermont, you're like, that street just keeps going.
Always sunny. He's skulking like a gargoyle on the cat tree.
Little scene still over.
You're gonna leave one of those whiskeys unprotected for a second, and I'm over.
I'm so glad he's not one of those cats that shoves things off of shelves. Like he's not doesn't do that.
Yeah, the cat's aggressive like that?
It's not aggressiveness. It's this weird thing. I mean, there's like videos on all over YouTube and the internet of cats that just like, if there's something on the edge of a shelf, they'll just push it off.
You know, I heard that's the thing, the cat videos. I don't watch those. I just don't like. It's because I've never had cats in my life, so I'm not.
Even if you've never had cats, like cat videos are probably some of the most. They're not always mean. You mean the cats?
The cats in the videos?
No, definitely not.
Well, so what is interesting about a cat in a video when they're not being mean?
It's not mean.
Everything. Like they're so weird. Like they're such weird animals. The thing is, they're like predators, right? They're apex predators, but they're also small, so they're prey. So they have. That's why they're such weird animals. Well, that's why they're like, I will fuck you up, and then the next second they're like, I'm terrified. Like that's why they're weird. You know?
Okay. You have multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I've seen videos of like cats hugging people. There's this video I saw the other day of this cat that was singing the music, like it was literally singing. Like it was like meow meow meow. Like it was clearly singing. It watched its person singing, and then it started singing, and she was laughing. She was like, "Holy shit!" Anyway.
Andrew's like, okay, let's drink.
No, Tipsy's service to chat is saying that ask me if I don't love the Grove. It's like, yeah, well, I don't love the Grove. I'm sorry.
Is my chair too creaky? I can try to lean forward more. It does seem like it's kind of creaky. This is like with the new setup, so I don't normally come down here. You know?
I actually like it. The wall and the whiskey back there. It looks very nice.
Yeah, the cat. You got the cat.
And the cat.
Yeah.
We're good. And first time this season, Thaddeus is tasting along with us. Thaddeus, what do you think?
Oh, great.
Sorry about that. I, I enjoy this one. I mean, it's been a while since I've drank whiskey, so of course I'm gonna like it. For me, on the nose, it's actually quite floral. Something that was like very close to honeysuckles for me. Definitely like walking in a field of tall, dry grass. Not wet, but like almost like I don't know how it's still alive, but it's dry. And then like it was very alive, like lemon and lime pop rocks. Like it was like a very light like spritz of something that dances on your nose. Um on the taste, I got some this is where it starts getting a little weird. I got some rose petals. It was very astringent for me. And it was like a lip puckering tang. Like it makes you like kind of like cool in your mouth a little bit, like a really sour lemonade, but it's not lemonade. And then some raw fennel in there. And then on the finish, the fennel taste lasted me for a long time for me, and it's just a very dry finish. I just added water. For the nose, I would say do it. Because with water, it made it more like heaty. Like there's hints of cinnamon that came out with it. It also like made it like more creamy somehow, like a nice custard pudding or like a very mild yellow cheddar, somewhere in there. And for the taste, it makes it less astringent, but I don't really find any new flavors come out with water for me.
Do you think we should try it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think on the nose, immediately I'm with you. I think the nose opens up an awful lot. It was so quiet before.
First of all, I just gotta say, Thad, you get one of these. That explanation was pretty spot on. The walking
Thank
through
you.
grass. Come on.
That makes this show legit.
Yeah.
I mean, his taste buds have PhDs. So, you know.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Each and every one of them.
Just a bunch of little bumps on his tongue, all wearing the little caps.
Yeah, this is more, it's like more outdoorsy, I feel like, with the water added to it. But it's not a huge change.
It was damn, I forget what adjective Thad used, but it was a little less sour with the water. I think I tasted that difference.
Yeah, it does cut the sourness a bit for sure.
Yeah, it goes out.
Does it also drop the sweetness, please? Because I think the sweetness is
It's weird. It does. There's like a bitterness that kind of comes out a little bit. I like it. I like that said do it for the nose. I do feel like it has like I like what it did to the nose. I'm not totally excited about what it did to the taste, but
Right.
I don't know. Where are we at? We got a minute. We can go to the next whiskey though, right?
yeah. We can always go ahead. Absolutely. You know, it's just borderline my favorite whiskey. It's just my appreciated whiskey.
I would agree. It's like it's borderline my favorite whiskey. Like for us, a favorite whiskey is like a category. We sometimes every whiskey on the show is our favorite whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
Thomas, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. Math is math.
The thing is, here's the thing you have to realize. We fucking love whiskey.
It's a good point.
How many times do y'all drop the title in every episode?
There's a counter. Like there's
Is
a
that counter?
yeah, there's a counter.
Okay.
You got
People drink?
You
Do
got
they have to
two-
drink?
We don't have to drink. No.
No,
Because
do
we're
they have to
saying it.
drink? Do they have to drink?
Oh no, I know.
That should be a
There's no
thing.
rules.
Every time you say the title, they should fucking drink.
Oh, I like this, Thomas. I like this.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make it's an interactive show, but we're all tied at 2 currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally,
Well,
yeah.
Oh,
You
so
know
there's a
There's a counter. Love for whiskey. I mean,
Our next whiskey here is I fucking love whiskey.
intrigued.
And this is
You should be.
this is an Inchmoan, which is from the Loch Lomond distillery. They've got like 12, 13 different kinds of ways they can make whiskey. So they're a crazy Willy Wonka of whiskey making stuff there. This is SMWS 13524. Intrigued? You should be. It's a 12-year-old from 2007. First fill charred red wine barrique.
This is from a red wine cask.
This is from a red wine cask.
How does that change?
Well,
You will see.
Let's see.
it's finished in a red wine cask. It's
Oh, is it just
actually
finished?
it's 2 years in a
finished.
red wine barrique and 10 years in an ex-bourbon hogshead.
Thank you. I need to upgrade my my database because here it just says X.
Yeah, that's so different.
Yeah.
You know, like the first thing off the top of my head, it smells like an open paint can.
No wonder I keep smelling it.
I'm
Get high.
definitely intrigued. Yeah, I do feel like you get high off the fumes of this. Intrigued? You should be.
It should be.
Yeah, no, because it's like red wine, like that's not a common thing to finish a cask in, but it does, it always does interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's a little bit of candy underneath it. Like some kind of hard candy, like that ribbon candy your grandma had.
Like peppermints?
Nah, well,
Ribbon candy?
no, the ribbon candy is like, it's like hard candy that's like ribbons, you know? Like, I don't know. It's in Coraline, there's like a, it's all stuck to, have you seen the movie Coraline?
No,
It's a really good movie.
I heard it's good.
It's animated and it's for kids, but it's also very dark. And it's a really good movie.
No, I've heard about it. I need to see that in Paddington.
Yeah.
This is separate. All separate stuff. So it has nothing to do with
It's all connected. I
fucking
disagree.
loving whiskey.
It's all
You know what I'm saying? Did they count me?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
All right, we good. Yeah, that's on top of it. He does try to find sincere love for whiskey, and not like because if we pander,
I can't do that. Oh man, he's frowned upon.
But he gave me true love for whiskey.
He gave me two? Yeah.
He's a little more lenient with the guests.
I'm a
Andrew
com-
and I try. We push it too hard.
Listen, I'm a
Yeah.
competitive person. I want my numbers higher than yours at the end of this episode.
I think you have a good chance of that.
Okay, good.
I haven't even, you taste it. I haven't even tasted it.
I haven't tasted it yet.
Oh, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
That is smooth. What am I tasting?
Holy shit. That is savory.
Butterscotch, maybe?
It is savory.
That is savory. I feel like I just took a sip of gravy.
But in the finish, it's like I'm a cedar plank is sitting on my tongue.
A cedar plank.
With splinters.
Oh yeah. Well, the split.
So my favorite
Yeah,
is
it's
like,
woody. It's very woody. Yeah.
my
Yeah.
favorite is like after I take the first sip is like the nose, how it changes like right after you take that first sip.
Mhm. Do you smell it and drink at the same time? I sip it.
I think you might choke. I don't know.
No, because don't you do that with wine? You put your nose in and
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
you
Take
breathe
the,
in, and then you take a sip.
take the nose in first, and then take a sip. I think it's a good idea.
Hey. Are you part of the show? Bowie's part of the show. He wants us all to know it.
Well, this is my favorite so far.
Yeah, I would say this is my favorite whiskey for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. That favorite whiskey.
Andrew, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You are drinking out of a wine glass.
No.
Right. Is that not a wine glass?
No. This is a whiskey glass designed by Brian Green, who was a guest on our show. He's selling it under the name Ben Ewan. And unlike the Glencairn, it has a wider nose, so I can actually get my nose in while I'm drinking. Whereas this one, my nose is kind of out of it. And so he's kind of designed this so it's got a nice big wide base, so you get a lot of surface area on it, and it funnels the aroma up into this narrow corridor towards your nose. So and it looks like it's spindly and light, but it is super sturdy and very well balanced. So there's a shout out for Dal Ewan. Look it up on the internet. I'll put a little thing in the chat if you want to find out more about them. But yeah, so and it's just because I cleaned them and all my Glencairns were dirty, so I
Free product placement. What can you do?
And if you've got something you're selling that you want to be on the show, like, well,
I'll sell myself, but that's about it.
You're on the show.
I'm not soliciting.
Hey, listen,
Tom
if you're a
is an
casting agent in the LA area and you're looking for someone for pilot season, Thomas Smith is your man. right there.
Look at that smile. How can you deny it? How can you deny it?
I can't. It's undeniable.
Undeniable.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I just want to drink this for the show. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have any other whiskeys.
Well, I mean, do y'all have that? Y'all ever have that come up where you just like, I want okay. I want to just keep drinking.
The other whiskeys are going to be amazing. I'm pretty sure they usually are. So but I'm happy with this. Like,
I'm super happy with this. This is definitely my favorite whiskey. I have no trouble saying that. It's almost meat, like in the finish. It's almost like I've just had some sort of a pork loin that's been seasoned really well. And I say this as a vegetarian. So it's
Really?
like I'm eating meat.
Yeah, but the way you said that, I was like, I felt like there was pork in the air somewhere.
Andrew's eaten meat before.
Okay.
I have, in the past.
How long you been vegetarian?
People will dispute this, but since about 2013, I stopped eating meat in the US.
Just in the US?
I will go home to Canada once a year and I will have a grass-fed 18 to 32 day aged steak with my brother. And that's my one meat during the year.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Like if I'm gonna have a piece of meat, it's gonna be a really good piece of meat, grass-fed, checked for mad cow as well.
Nice. Yeah. What cut?
I will go for the fillet. You gotta go for the best cut. Just something that's just like, you don't need a knife, you just fork. Oh my god.
Cheers to you, brother. That's a good one. Good call.
That's what this whiskey reminds me of.
This would go really well with a steak. Yeah.
100%.
Oh, I think this would go well with anything. Your divorce, a parking ticket. I think it would go really well with a parking ticket.
Life's little ills. It'll cure all of them.
Yes. Oh, wait, it would go there. Mo would just put a steak in the chat. There you go.
Oh, nice.
She's throwing something on the grill for us.
A steak emoji.
Nice.
So this is an SMWS, so that means that there's going to be SMWS tasting notes, right?
There are indeed. I've got the abridged one. Thad, do you have the full one there?
We should have Thad say what he says first before I think
True enough.
Yeah, because it'll probably be better anyway.
No. So, it didn't take long, but I completely disagree with everything. What we're gonna go for this one, for me, it was like on the nose, number 2 pencils. I got some cinnamon in there. Actually, I take back my earlier statement. I definitely agree with paint cans. Like open paint cans, definitely agree there. And then getting into some more subtle notes, like hints of mint, like pasta water, but like the pasta water, like you're making mac and cheese, but you haven't put the mac and cheese in the oven to cook yet, but everything's combined in a casserole dish. Like that smell. And like you're walking through like through a cardboard store, like the smell of cardboard like really hits me there. On the as for the taste, it was real hot for me. I couldn't really see past the heat, honestly.
Really?
I didn't really get any savory notes on the taste. And then for the finish, I don't get the cedar. Instead, I get just like eating like handfuls of black licorice for me.
Mm-hmm.
As far as water goes, I would say it's a pass for me on water. On the nose, it definitely.
We don't have to do it then.
Yeah.
It brought out some cedar, and it made the nose a little bit more savory, but it wasn't worth it for me. And the taste, it made it sweeter but more bitter. So,
unless you want to try it, Thomas, you can't. It's up to you.
No, I don't like it now anymore. That just ruined the whiskey for me. Thanks a lot, Dad.
I'm sorry.
Now it tastes like cardboard and pencils. What did you do?
I'm thinking of just boiled water right now. So thanks a lot. No, just playing, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I do have the full tasting notes from SMWS. If you're interested. All right.
Yeah, I do want some.
This reminds me of lemon zabaglione with blueberries. which was followed by the comparison to Clementine Possettes with cranberry compote and cinnamon puff pastry palmier to dip. Intrigued? You should be. On the palate,
It's not
elegant.
like European foods because it's like the Scott tasting notes are often from Scotland, right? So it's like they'll say like it tastes like treacle, and it's like I don't know what treacle tastes. I have no point of reference for that.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm like furrow brow, mouth wide open.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right. On the palate, elegant and measured with tannins that gave us structure and the persistence of red berries laced with notes of licorice and coffee. Add a drop of water, a berry fresh fruit salad with a honey lime dressing unveiled its charm, and to taste mixed spices in a blueberry cake batter. After 10 years in an ex-bourbon hogshead, we transferred this whiskey into a first fill charred red wine barrique. So there you go.
I'm gonna try with the water.
You want to try with the water?
Yeah. Go ahead. Put it so I just drop.
Yeah, just put it, drop it.
I'm going with water, even though
Always
it's
just put like one drop in because it's like you can take it up.
Right.
We got to do this. Oh, there's the lamb chop.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah, I love that the berries. I think and the berries and lime. I thought that was a good. That was evocative. You like it with water?
I do.
Oh wow,
I do.
it's subjective.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Thad could be wrong. He'll dispute you, but he could be wrong.
I don't want to argue with that. He knows too much. He's like,
I mean,
I'm most likely wrong. Don't worry.
Hey, you got all my respect, man. I don't. When you say boiled water, I'm like, boiled pasta water.
Yeah, that was like, where'd you get that?
That is
like,
the
I was
most
like,
specific and right on. Oh man. Oh. All right, I'm done with that one.
yeah, we're about to go to.
I don't care. It's still my favorite whiskey. We're going to go to Islay, and
Should we just move ahead to Islay? So this is the peated one, right? Yeah, this is peated.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put the lid on that one. That was really nice, but I think I'm really going to like this one. This is from the Bunnahabhain Distillery here. This is where'd my notes go? I missed my notes. Wait, here we go. This is a Bunnahabhain Staoisha, which is the Loch, which feeds the distillery water. But that's what they use as the label for their peated whiskey. This is a 6-year-old Signatory, distilled in 2014, bottled in 2021. And it is an Islay Dechar Rechar Hogshead, which means that they probably used the cask 2 times. First fill, second fill, maybe third fill, but probably not. Then they scraped the char off the inside, which exposed new wood that had not been charred yet. They recharred it the same way that they do when they're making bourbon. So they make the oak casks to make bourbon. They char them. You've probably seen the fires and Johnny Walker, or not Johnny Walker, the bourbon guys. What's his name? James Dean? No, Jim Beam. Jim Beam and the other one. Anyways, they always have
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. Thank you, that guy.
James Dean.
They always have the ads where they have the barrels just on fire, just like fire coming up out of the. They char it so that it opens up the grains of the wood, so the alcohol can kind of go in and out of the wood more and get more of the effect of the oak on it. So once it's been used 2 or 3 times, it's kind of lost its effectiveness. And so that what they do is to try and get some more life out of the barrel. They'll scrape all that char out and then rechar it. So they're trying to make it more like a virgin oak. So this is not going to have as much of the influence of a bourbon or whatever was in the cask beforehand, because they've scraped out most of that influence. And this is more like a virgin oak experience on the whiskey.
Cool.
Thad, don't say how many things I got wrong in that.
Oh my God. Well, there's the smoky peaty smoky smoke.
Oh, it's my favorite whiskey.
Whoa.
That smells like a campfire. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, this
that-
is my favorite whiskey for sure.
Already?
Well,
How did
we love peaty smoky whiskeys like Andrew that we're like peat heads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No one did. Yeah. Yes.
Anything that smells like a campfire, I immediately love it.
immediately. Yeah.
I would love a candle like this.
Oh shit, yeah. There should be a candle like this. Man. Yeah, you just sit there and smell it. It just reminds me of like, you know, the camp.
Yeah.
Or sitting on the beach, you know, with a burning driftwood.
I think it smells like outside. It smells like outside.
It smells like outside.
That's the thing we used to say when people would come in and like they'd be sweaty or they come back from like some kind of sport next to like, you smell like outside. You need to take a shower. And that's what my mama would say all the time.
I have to say though, for a peated whiskey, I think that is the best tasting note I have ever heard. I've never heard it before.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Nice.
Smells like outside.
I do love that this show has moments where we're all just like,
I'm trying to access a bit more of the nose before I taste it. This show was on fire.
I've tasted
it.
That was from chat.
I need to sit down. It's my favorite.
Is it? This is smoky.
It is. This reminds me more of like the nose reminds me more of like a Laphroaig than like a Bunnahabhain, you know?
That's a good comparison.
They don't often do a peated stuff at Bunnahabhain. Like it is not their mainstay. They generally do a non-peated thing, just like Brooklady. They just lose very, very little peat if they do. But this is a heavily peated. This is.
I'm getting like firewood.
And that smell, I've tasted it. Yeah, it's that smell that you get on your clothing the next day after you've been sitting out at night with a campfire and roasting marshmallows, and then you've camped and you get up in the morning. That smell is still there, and but it's filtered and it's subtle. It's pushed through the wool or the cotton or whatever you're wearing, and
And this does not seem like 59% at all.
No.
Like almost the smoothest one we've had so far.
It's dangerous.
Well, I think like the taste, not everyone would want. Not a lot of people. Some people don't like those peaty, smoky whiskeys. They just don't like them.
Yeah.
So.
But this is what y'all meant by peaty, right? You know, asking me about the peaty whiskeys.
Yeah.
But
you said you've had Laphroaig.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you like peaty whiskeys.
Yeah,
I
do.
I guess
I do.
That's kind of like the most well known.
I like this a lot.
I mean, I think Colilla is probably the most professional peat heads are like, you got to go Colilla. If you can do that, because it's like a burning tire fire. If you like that kind of peat, you can survive any kind of peat. It's the dogs barking. They want some too.
Huh?
Or is that Bowie barking? I don't know. Is that your cat?
No, Bowie stopped meowing as I let him go out on the balcony. So,
and that's what's causing the dogs to bark, because he's kind of like going in front of the dogs, like, "Hey, look at me, I'm a cat."
Yeah,
probably.
They're intimidated by his sexiness. You gotta see this. I mean, if they haven't seen the cat,
he is a supermodel.
I have another question for Thomas. What was your first kind of scotch or whiskey experience that kind of like got you to kind of go, oh, I need to consider this?
Oh, that's a good question. I would probably say a trip I had to Vegas after I came out to LA, like maybe like a year. So I worked at a nightclub and we would basically steal bottles of booze and then go to Vegas with those booze so we wouldn't have to pay for anything, right? Get a cheap hotel. I mean, you're 23 years old and you just take it.
So you drive out?
Oh yeah, we drive out. Yeah.
Okay.
And we would take the booze out. And I remember this one time we stayed at the Excalibur, which is the finest hotel in Vegas.
It really is.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. It's a 5-diamond hotel.
That's Circus and then Excalibur. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And we ran out of everything that I usually drank, which I was a tequila guy at that time. And I just remember having to start, at least trying to enjoy whiskey, and it was Jameson, because everybody drank Jameson around that time, Jameson or Jim Beam, and it just became a thing with our friend group. Like everybody would bring over Jim Beam or Jameson or whatever. So I started getting into like actually enjoying whiskey, even though it wasn't like, I wasn't tasting exotic whiskeys or anything like that. But yeah, I think about 23, 24. And it also stopped me from getting drunk so fast. Because you can't, you could shoot tequila all you want, but you're not shooting a lot of whiskey unless you want that hair on your chest. And I wasn't ready for it. I still don't have a lot of hair on my chest.
Some people like shave their chests.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Your bodybuilding career is, you've got a leg up. You got to chest up. Yeah, you're more fit than I am, man.
Oh man.
As you should be, because you're a fitness instructor, right?
I'm not an instructor. I've thought about being one, but I'm just into like wellness, man, and like taking care of your body. I had a real bad health scare maybe like 2 years ago during the pandemic. My appendix burst.
Holy shit.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. I had to go to the hospital, have emergency surgery.
That's bad. That's bad news.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you don't want it to get to the point where it bursts. That's like danger zone.
Well, the doctor told me, it's like I caught it right before it started to spread and everything, and they had to find everything. But anyway, it just woke me the hell up, man. And I just started like really like being very conscious about what I put in my body, what I did with my body, like working out and taking care of it, and just put the fear of God in me, so to speak. So this is all a product of almost being,
hey,
statistic.
Sometimes you gotta have that wake up call. I get it. I'm still waiting for it. I'll get in line once it happens.
No, it'll happen. It'll happen.
Straighten right up.
One day. This is not bad for you. You're doing the best thing for yourself now.
Also, whiskey is like you said, it's hard to like overindulge, because it's, especially with these strong whiskeys, like exactly, like wine, you can drink a whole freaking bottle of wine and then you're like, holy shit, how much did I drink? Right. You just throw it back, know? I did this show called The Drinking Game, where we would read like a screenplay and turn it into a drinking game. But when I came on the show, one of the rules was like, you got to bring your drink, because the performers drink too. Right. But one of the rules was wine was not allowed, because they had bad experiences with that. People would get too drunk. Like the performers would get too
easy to drink. It's drinkable. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
So they have the data points to know that. Like they would know, The performers drink. Yeah, they get drunk. And it's like an awesome show. Everyone obviously has to sign like a disclaimer going in, and there's all these signs that say don't drive home and stuff. And I think they stopped doing it because of the pandemic, but they would have costumes and and they would do, movies that everybody loves, like Ghostbusters, or, the one that I did was Beetlejuice, and I played the husband, the Alec Baldwin.
Every time someone said Beetlejuice, you had to drink.
Of course. And Beetlejuice,
that would be the thing.
Every time someone said Beetlejuice. Like, it was such a brilliant idea for a show. It was a great show.
So have you ever performed intoxicated?
Only then. Like
only when you were
only then. Like I definitely, like, I would have a drink before the show. Like I might have a beer before the show, but I think that's fine. Like if you have one drink, that's, especially like as an improviser, it like kind of relaxes you. But yeah, I generally no. I think it's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
Unless it's part of the show.
I know early on, I used to drink before the show, and it was because I thought, oh, this will make me better, and it does not.
It doesn't. It doesn't. You think it does, but it doesn't.
I do know some brilliant improvisers that get high before they perform. They're all Canadian, and they're all geniuses, and they're like lit as
You're talking about that high?
Yeah, like they'll smoke some pot before the show. They'll light vape or whatever, and they're all geniuses. But it's like they're like chronic pot. Some of them are like chronic pot smokers. So
I can't do it. My brain just goes off. It's just done.
Yeah, it's also silly Julie Marie says it's also not fun to perform with someone who's drunk. Yeah, it can be bad.
Yeah, I've had experiences with that.
Mo was just saying, like in New York, there was a show where they did Shakespeare, where one of the actors would be forced to drink during the performance and would get progressively more drunk as they were going on, and having to do
if it's part of the show, I think
verse.
that's that's worth seeing. Like if you're doing drunk Shakespeare or something.
Yeah, and by the end of the show, he has his shirt off and he's stumbling around. He's like, I am the bio.
Well, one of the smart things with the drinking game too is like all the performers are sitting down the whole time and just reading. So it's like safer, right? I mean, it was very well done.
Man, yeah, I can't do it, man. I tried once, can't do it.
No.
Yeah, there was a show on YouTube called Under the Table where they would drink while playing board games, and they would get drunk while playing a board game.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's fun. I mean, no, I think it's fun if it's in the confines of whatever
controlled circumstance. Yeah,
controlled circumstance. There you go. And if everybody knows it, then it's fine. But
yeah, and I Silly Jilly says it's not fun to play with someone who's drunk, and that is true. That because they think they're here and they're really here.
Yeah, man.
Can't believe we only have one more whiskey today. Can't believe it. Like this went by pretty fast.
We're not done yet.
This is my
favorite. Slow down.
Whiskey. I don't want to have. No, we got 4 minutes before we have to go.
We got 5 more whiskeys to go. What?
We only have. I mean, yeah, we can stay here and keep drinking.
I'll take my shirt off.
You're the only one here who people want you to take.
The rest of it was like, no, that white balance, they'll blow out the camera. There's no way.
Hold on, we got 4 minutes. So.
Oh, my bad. I got excited.
Oh, we should try water.
Yeah, let me just see more of this.
We should check with Thad and see his excellent.
Hey, all right. So I think this is the first Bunnahabhain I've ever had with or without water. I've gotten 0 banana notes from them.
Really?
So I love it for that.
That's not psychosomatic because it's Bunnahabhain and you're thinking banana?
No, the Struded Air always has bananas for me. I know something's wrong with my nose if bananas aren't coming out on that one. I like that though. But
the side I love too.
For this one, on the nose, it's the classic ideal peat whiskey for me. It's salty brine, you're sitting on a windy beach and you're cooking some shrimp over a campfire. You have old rubber, some old leather in there, and some diesel. Past that, it gets a little sweeter though for me. I smelled some lemon custard, and a cherry reduction glaze. So a tart sweet glaze that you'd put over stuff. And then there's some more earthy, grassy notes in there as well. The taste for me, burning coals right there. It's savory, cigars, leather and wood stain, all there. And it was also a little fizzy for me, which I enjoyed.
Fizzy.
And then the finish for me was very long, and after about a minute, some bitter greens, bitter kale was coming out on the finish. With water, I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't say it destroys it. It just, I like it better without. The nose becomes slightly more bitter and more woody. It kills off a lot of the salty peatiness and savory smoke. But the taste becomes smoother. It obviously takes on the peat. But butterscotch came out as a taste note with water. So
interesting. It kind of makes me want to try it with water, but I'm torn.
I try it with water. I am enjoying it with water. I don't get the butterscotch part of it.
All right, sure.
You want to do it? Yeah, please. Thanks.
In the chat, Mo is saying everybody should take our shirts off. That's not this kind of show. That's not. Yeah,
we started a thing.
We also fucking love our shirts.
Yeah.
You don't get a point for that, do you?
I did get a point for it.
You got a point for that?
Oh, I lost a point for it.
Okay, good. Oh, you took a win. Wow. Yeah. Because I fucking, where's the camera? Right here. I fucking love whiskey. See, that wasn't pandering.
No. You're gonna get
sincere, but you're an actor, so how do we know?
Thad's gonna give you 50 points.
To make it seem sincere. That's your skill. Like, I mean, I could go, I fucking love whiskey.
That was dark. You
That
did
was
it in a
pretty-
dark way.
pretty dark. Like I was worried about how
It's an
much.
interpretation. It's an interpretation. People don't expect me to be dark.
Okay.
Mhm.
I get what that is saying about the water.
I like it with
It
water.
changes.
It's smooth.
It's smooth, but it changes. It takes away what is it, the grit of it, or I don't know how to.
That's exactly what I would say. It takes away the grit of it. It makes it more like smooths it out. And like before, there was all these kind of nice crannies and like interesting flavors. And this is good, but I missed that.
Mm.
I think, yeah. The thing about adding water to it, and this is why I always say to any whiskey, even bourbon, which is garbage.
You know what I say to any whiskey? I say I fucking love you.
Oh, damn, that was good. That was strong. All right, Thomas.
I say try it neat.
Got this.
Try it neat
I gotta
first.
come- I gotta-
That's all I say. This stuff is
No, but
good.
what do you say to any whiskey? You said bourbon is trash,
Yeah.
which we know.
I said, even with bourbon, like try it neat first. Know what that experience is, then add a little bit of water, and then add your fucking ice cube. Don't just like, I'm going to drop an ice cube in. I'm going to water it down to 15%. Like you don't know what it was before you did that, and you can't take it out. So that's my cautionary tale. I'm just, whatever.
I got a follow-up question for you. Why is bourbon trash?
Let's move to the next whiskey as you answer that, because we are at one.
Okay, yeah, we're coming down to that. But
that's a good
to answer Thomas's question, bourbon is trash because I fucking love whiskey.
I can't argue with that.
Oh, you're killing it. You've been killing it lately, bro.
Andrew, what do we have here? It's another SMWS, right?
This is one of those special lottery bottles they come out with. This is Earthy and Mysterious. This is an 8-year-old Auchroisk Singleton.
I am looking forward to this. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Earthy and Mysterious. So it's 95.46 from SMWS, 8-year-old, distilled in 2012. It's a Speyside Lossy, 5 years in ex-bourbon, and then 3 years in a second fill red wine barrique that was charred. So again, we're going back to the red wine cask for this sucker.
This is
taste.
special. What do you got? Okay, what do you think, Thomas?
It smells like the Antichrist,
But in a good way, though.
but in a really good way.
Right.
Like,
I mean, actually, the Antichrist probably smells delicious.
yeah, I was about to say, oh yeah, it's probably the most refreshing thing you've ever smelled and tasted. That's what people
This
get.
is my
That's why
favorite.
they get sucked in. Yeah.
This is my favorite.
It's just,
whiskey. Off
it's
the
just
nose.
strong.
Oh, it is strong. This is 61%. So
Okay.
we've gone. But still, it smells like the last one was 59. This isn't that much stronger, but it definitely feels stronger on the nose.
On the nose. But this is like, oh, this is home. This is
Yeah, this is my favorite whiskey.
rich
This is rich.
home that is
every whiskey y'all favorite?
No.
I can't.
We didn't
it's a
say the first one
category.
was our
It's a
favorite.
category, Thomas.
It's a category.
Oh,
It was only the last three that were our favorite.
okay. I'm catching up, guys. I got this now. I got it.
I mean, I want to say though, we made it a category because when we were doing the show earlier on, every second whiskey we tasted was Joseph's favorite whiskey, and we were like, "Hang on, let's think through this."
It's a thing for even numbers. That's the thing. It's like
Nice.
every second whiskey will be his favorite.
I mean, we've done shows where every whiskey was my favorite whiskey, but not every show.
True.
There's been shows where I think I only had one favorite whiskey.
Yeah,
So wait, you have 500 bottles of whiskey,
I do.
all different, right?
Yeah. Well, there's maybe one or two that are duplicates of each other, and there's like some standard release ones. So I probably have like 2 Ugadal, maybe 2 Port Charlotte 10s, but like for the most part, yeah, they're all distinct.
Do you are there any that you just you won't touch until like I don't know, New Year 2030 or something like that?
Most of the bourbons, like I will never reach for a bourbon first. If I've got scotch or malted whiskey in the house, I won't touch the bourbons.
Like Andrew started doing this show because he wanted to taste his whiskeys, and there's no point in him sitting home alone tasting them. Right? That's why we have people on the show, so we can taste them with someone else. Like that's because
This is your outlet to drink your whiskeys.
yeah.
And not do it alone and feel like you shouldn't be doing it.
It's just not. It's honestly like for stuff like this, it's not as nice to drink it alone. Like you just like if I'm alone, I'll drink like whatever, like something cheap or something basic. But like if it's something fancy, I want to drink it with someone else.
I want to hear what you're experiencing. Like this is the fun of this good whiskey, is when you're having it with people and you can say, are you getting this? Are you tasting the same thing? And then actually, what mostly is to hear Thaddeus's notes. Like honestly, like because I always go, oh, now I appreciate this much more than I.
That does elevate a whiskey.
He does
pretty quickly.
He does.
Yeah, this
is my favorite.
It smells like oranges, like oranges that are blood oranges that have almost like fermented.
Mm-hmm.
That's tasty.
Cloves stuck into that orange.
Yeah, cloves. Yeah, it smells like an orchard. All right, I'm tasting it.
Man, that's better than I thought it was gonna be. Is it buttery? Is there like a buttery taste to it?
Mm-hmm.
I can see there's some butteriness there, but there's that cinnamon little frisson on the tongue and the cinnamon.
Whoa, what a weird ending. It feels like it's going to be a long ending, but it zips up really quick. But then there's this light, like a sheet of golden light after. Like, what the hell am I talking about? But it's like you expect it to be like the ending is you're going to be climbing through a tunnel underground. But it's like you're climbing through a tunnel and then you pop open a door and there's like a field of flowers and just sunlight. Like, and that's the ending. It's like, oh.
It's a surprise. Yeah, it's a surprising happy ending. Is what it is, right? Guys, listen. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I'm talking about the traditional sense, all right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine.
From a story perspective.
From a story, a narrative.
Like a fairy tale kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew. Bunnahabhain banana.
Yeah.
I fucking love whiskey.
There it is.
I heard it.
You look at your score. We did give Thad a standing rule that the guest always wins.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know if we gave him to that. He made the guest always win, and we said, yeah, that's the right answer. Confirmed. Thaddeus's
guest always wins, customers always right. Same family.
Yeah. This is so good.
I love it.
I'm glad we ended with this for sure, because this is
it's always good to go up in percentage. Like if you're gonna drink whiskeys, like fancy whiskeys, that's what we found. Like as far as like accessing the taste, because if you go backwards, then it's like if you start with something really strong, then it's like it's just really strong. And if you go backwards, like if we drank this right now, it would just be like water. Right. You'd just be like, is there flavor here? I don't know.
Right. So is that how you determine which one is first and which one is last?
Yeah, pretty much. We just put them in percentage order.
Nice.
If they're close in percentage, but one is like much more flavorful, like we may swap it, but for the most part, it is
standard.
And then sometimes we'll do a side by each where we'll have two that are like from the same distiller, but they're like different releases or something. We taste them. It doesn't matter what order they're in. Just like, we'll taste them together. So we'll be like, what's the difference?
I just want to say, Thomas, you're looking confused because Joseph just said side by each, which is a thing, which is not a thing. I'm trying to make it happen. I'm trying to tell people Canadians don't go side by side. They go side by each. And I'm trying to make this a thing. I think Charlie Farquharson probably first said it. Who was a comedian in Canada. He's passed away sadly since. I think he first said it because he always had these colloquialisms. I can't say it.
I love Kalila equivalent.
Colloquialisms. I can't say.
Caligularisms,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Caligularisms.
that's what he wanted to say.
That's where
That's what you were going.
say something that Caligula would say.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's totally right. Thank you for all the help and support. Anyways,
I want to slow clap you right now. That's what I'm feeling. That was amazing. Okay.
Colloquialisms. It is a hard word at this point.
colloquialisms.
Colloquialisms.
You know what? I am now like Cumberbatch can't say penguins, and now I'm kind of like
penguins. It is pretty funny watching Benedict Cumberbatch say penguins.
Oh man, my friends have a big problem with his accent in Power of the Dog. Have y'all seen that?
No, but
the Power of the Dog. Yeah,
it's like a Kansas accent or something like that.
His Doctor Strange is not my favorite, to be honest. Yeah.
No. Is it okay to eat nerds while you drink whiskey?
No, it's not. No, it's not. No,
it's not.
What are you doing?
Sorry. I apologize. It's Halloween, guys. I'm gonna clear the palate. Sorry.
Honestly, Thomas, do whatever you need to. We can't really stop you.
Yeah. We generally we would say eat something bland like crackers or cheese, but nerds are not bland. But I don't know. As long as you're not putting the nerds in the whiskey, we'll probably allow it.
Yeah, no, that we
if you're dissolving nerds in the whiskey, that's gonna make us cry. You don't want us to cry, do you?
No.
I don't want you to choke.
I don't mean no disrespect, guys. I don't mean any disrespect.
Don't choke.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta have your nerds.
I just have my nerds with me.
You gotta have them,
and they look so appetizing.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I ruined this whole episode. Sorry.
Hey, I mean. Dude, does it pair well with nerds? I want to know now.
I want to know now. Yeah,
I'm tasting strawberry in here now. Is there strawberry in here? That'll tell me.
That will tell us.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have a little bit more.
Thomas,
what's that to say?
I want to know if Thomas has anything coming up. Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean acting?
Yeah, can we watch you on some episodic TV, a commercial? What can we do?
Right now, I don't have anything. I'm about to shoot this short. It's a labor of love. One of my best friends, Chris Ryan, he wrote this short specifically for me, and I'm going to Florida in the next couple of weeks, and we're gonna go film it. And it's I'm gonna produce it, and it's something I'm just, I just really, really, really want to make. I'm gonna submit it to the festivals and all that, and do the whole spiel. But if you want to check me out on anything, I was on I can't think of episodes, but season 2 of Mindhunter. You can see me on Fuller House. I was on 911 a couple of times. You could check that out.
Do you mean the actual 911? You called 911 a couple times?
No, I did not.
It was a show. It was a show.
It's a show.
Check. I want to verify.
Yeah.
Because I called 911 a couple times too.
I was this story I called it. Yeah, 911. If you want to listen to the phone call I made while I was in distress, it's available.
Just checking.
Yeah. No, man, but no, right now, just working on that, trying to get that right, because we still casting the casting process. But we plan on shooting at the end of this month, and I'm looking forward to everybody being able to see it, because
that's awesome.
I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome, Thomas.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Let us know when it's out, because I really want to see that.
I will let you know. Cheers.
Or if there's 2 roles for old white like us. No.
There's always 2 roles for old white men. In everything. You don't have to ask twice.
There's plenty of opportunities.
Plenty of those roles.
Just bring your whiskey is all we ask.
I fucking love whiskey.
I fucking love whiskey too. 11?
Yeah.
11. All right, now you cheat, man. Now
you know what? No, Thad is a
competition.
He's got it. He's figured out how this works.
Did we get his tasting notes for this? Did we get Thad's tasting notes?
No, we haven't.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it.
All right, so for this one, on the nose, it was floral for me. There's some hard candy in there and like wet soil, but not like petrichor, like just kind of like wet soil. Then past that, there's some sweeter notes like a toasted meringue and some marshmallows in there. As far as the taste goes, I got hay bale. It was really sweet for me, or not really sweet, but like white sugar, some grapes in there, some pears. And then on the finish, it definitely dances on the tongue and is fuzzy and warm and biting. But after a long while, a very interesting note of cremini mushrooms came through for whatever reason. With water, try at your own risk. For me, it killed off a lot of the already light nose. But for the taste, it made it hotter. For me, it made it like more tangy sour, and like pears, more pears even came through. So
That don't go anywhere. Where do you come up with the adjectives to describe this whiskey and all your whiskeys? Do you have like a background in this?
oh no no no. Um I guess the best way I can describe it is thanks to my parents. They were not ones to shy away from unique foods, and they would not shame me for going out and try different things. Like whenever I go out to eat at a restaurant, I try not to order the same thing twice. Like sure, maybe I want a burger from this very specific place every now and then, but like if I'm going out to eat, like and I see something I have no clue, I don't even know how to pronounce it on the menu, I'm like, give me that. Give me that right now and put it in my mouth.
I know
So you want them to actually
You went too far, bro.
chew, Thad, chew.
Chew.
I don't think it's the restaurant's responsibility to put it in your mouth. I think they just bring it. You have to put it in your mouth yourself. I think that's a.
You're
bridge
going to
too
the
far.
wrong restaurants, I'm telling you.
Oh, yes, I am. I haven't been to the baby food restaurant where they're like, "Here's the train, choo choo."
Baby food
I
restaurant.
don't know. I guess that's the only place where they put it in your mouth, right?
Listen,
I don't want to know any other places.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't want that. Come on, this is a family show. This is
Guys.
like fucking love whiskey. It's for kids.
It's for children.
Hey, listen. So the actual notes that they had on the SMWS is
Oh yeah.
nose had sugar, spun sugar, vanilla slice, preserved plums, Morello cherries or Morello cherries, creme de cassis, red wine, Lees, and Barolo Chianto. Also some earthy notes, half smoked cigar, forest floor, leather. The palate conveyed dark sweetness, maple candy, overdone donut, baklava, cherry cake, etc. But that's still earthy, most mysterious element. Charred black currant twigs, New York hot dogs, oily wood and olive skins.
Nowhere.
In a reduction, tea chests, wine vaults, and Black Forest gâteau, that's cake, soaked in kirsch on the nose, while the palate combines sharp, zesty notes with prune juice, mulled wine, and goulash. After 5 years in an ex-bourbon, we transferred this to to a charred red wine barrique. Good golly.
It's a really good one. Like of
This
these
is really
whiskeys,
good.
this one is my favorite of these ones. I have to say, like this one is just fucking amazing. Man,
Yeah, this is the best one.
there's a lot of good whiskeys today, though.
But you know what? I feel like it just might be recency bias. You know, after everyone, I've been like, this is my favorite. So I get why you guys keep saying that.
Yeah.
Because you just keep drinking and everything, it gets better as you drink because you get drunk, you get a little tipsy. Yeah. I got it now. I got it.
You got our number, Thomas.
I don't even know it's about the tipsiness. It's just like, if you came at this whiskey right from the start and it's like 61.3.
Right?
Like if you came at that at the first of the evening, you would be like going, oh my God, my tongue's on fire. I can't taste this. I can't access this. But
Right.
We've been through 4 amazing whiskeys, 5, because we had to warm up to get here. And it's an amazing place that we're at here. with these flavors, and I fucking love whiskey. I'm just like,
Yeah, I think the journey really helps. Like it's
I would-
stepping up. It's like you get to access stuff that you wouldn't access, and that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite. Is because, yeah, I mean, like Andrew says, if I drink this right away, it's like it wouldn't be the same.
Right. It's a progression. I get that. Yeah. I fucking love whiskey, y'all. I just fucking love this.
like at the start of the show, I have low expectations. I don't think we'll ever get there. I think like, the person will probably like go, oh, I understand that whiskey is a thing that is available. But to hear you say that,
I know. Remember when Thomas was like, I like whiskey.
I know.
He was all like, I like it, but I don't love it.
Guys.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And being all,
That was a little too cool for school. Right. Right.
now he fucking
Trying to be cool, you know what I mean? But you know what really goes well with whiskey?
nerds, apparently.
They're strawberry nerds.
Nerds and whiskey. Try it.
I
Just
mean-
try it. Tell me what you think.
Someone did ask, did it change the nose at all, having the nerds and then tasting the whiskey?
I don't know what the nose how it would change. Wait, let me see. I didn't smell it actually, so no, it doesn't change it. It doesn't change it.
Yeah, I feel like not even nerds would cut through this. really.
Nerds won't cut through this. Nerds?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not
No,
doing a good job of being here.
It's your thing.
It's so sad. I wish I was there with you guys. November 12th, we're going to be doing this in person with our friend Zach from SMWS. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's gonna be a cool show.
Andrew, why aren't you here, bro?
I've been moving all day and just barely got here in time for the show. So
Get a pass. Get a pass today.
also, I'm pretty sure you guys are riddled with COVID and forget it. No, I'm not.
Oh, I have so much COVID.
Yeah.
I'm like full of COVID.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm spraying COVID out of my eyes right now.
Yeah.
I can sense it even from here.
Yeah.
Like we joke about that, but I really wish people were more fucking careful. Like I just want to say, I do not think it's funny, and like I wear a mask
Wears a mask all the time.
everywhere,
Gotta give him
everywhere, and and I tested today. Would not expose Thomas to fucking COVID. So.
Yeah, no, I did not test, but I would never expose him to COVID unless I have it. I hope I don't. I
had it once. It's no big
it's
deal.
not great. I'm not trying to make light of any of it, but I just
It's bad.
I've been
Yeah.
it's bad.
Anyway, we shouldn't go into that.
Yeah, let's not do this.
That's not
not with whiskey in my system.
the thing that I love is whiskey. The other thing I love is having great guests on the show that we can talk to and we can, meet. New Orleans, my God, I love that place. I just love that place. So
It's Disneyland for adults.
but it,
I mean, I
it
just
can
love
also
the-
just be like a
Everything
wonderful
about that food
place.
experience.
There's
Well,
no-
also the music. I guess those
Music.
and the people. I
That's
mean,
true,
like
yeah.
the people are so unique. We
and
like
the food. Oh,
food. Yeah, man.
I said that first.
he said the food.
you didn't say that first.
That's the
but I
first thing
wanted
you
to
think about.
reiterate. I wanted to hit that again.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. No, the food, the drinks, the music, the people. I always tell people about how I feel like New Orleans is like its own island, because even the way we talk is a little bit different from everybody else.
Uh-huh.
You just can't pinpoint all the accents, and it's just such a unique place, man. And I think being raised there was such a good bridge for me to move to LA, because it's a melting pot as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people and a lot of different, cultures, nationalities, ethnicities, all the stuff everybody's in these really tight spots where we all are passing by each other. And I feel like LA is kind of in the same vein of that,
That's what I like about the city. It's one of the things I love about Los Angeles is the multiculturalism and the fact that I can, see all sorts of different people and all sorts of different cultures and stuff's going on. And I can get, whatever type of food I want at any time, and yeah, it's,
Great.
there's a Koreatown, there's a little Tokyo, there's there's all these different places you can go. You can get anything, you experience all sorts of different people. I think that's in a way that's like kind of a microcosm of what's good about America is that it is a melting pot, and I wish more of the country embraced that.
Yeah, people try to keep everything separate because they want to keep whatever they have to themselves, and
away from
that's
everyone
just
else.
and I think that's just like not to get political, but that's just like that's the love I have of this city, because we don't people don't do that here, not as much as other places.
Not as much. Yeah.
not
we're not entirely
not entirely no,
if you're
but not as much.
You out there, if you had a thought, you probably need to check yourself. Sorry.
Anyways, Thomas, I feel like we generally have a very serious question at the end of the show.
Okay.
You may have already answered it, but I think we need to just check in one more time, just to make sure, because like the purpose of the show is a very singular focus here, and if we don't actually come to the end of the show and find out, I think we've done a disservice to everyone who's watched the show, who sat through the last 60 minutes of nonsense, and as they're wondering. So I hate to ask you, Thomas.
This is going to be such a surprise.
I'm going to compose myself here. Do you, Thomas Smith, do you like whiskey?
No, I don't. I fucking love whiskey.
Oh man, that was a roller coaster.
Thomas Smith, thank you.
That's the best ending we've ever had, honestly.
You set me up. It's all you, Andrew. It was all you. I'm gonna have a little bit
So
more.
really quickly, someone asked if you've spent time in New York.
No, but I get that a lot. I get that all the time. And I think it might just have something to do with like New Orleans and New York. People kind of like express themselves the same way.
Wow.
So yeah, but I get that all the time.
It's another melting pot, another culture.
Yeah.
I want to go to New York. I've never been.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Oh yeah, I'm going next year. 2023 is my New York trip.
That's awesome. Thomas, thank you for being here, for being such a great guest. Thaddeus, thank you for being like just the thing that makes this show real.
I think legitimate is the word you're looking for.
Legit. Joseph, thank you for being such a heartful thing. I'm
a heartful thing. I'll take it. I'm gonna put that on my business card.
Yeah,
Joseph Limbaugh.
I'm gonna tattoo of that on your arm right now. That's what I want on your chest.
Listen, this thing called whiskey brings people together. That's the thing I love about it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you out there. We'll see you next week.
Thank y'all for having me.
Like a question. No, we're going to see you next week.
We'll see you next week. The guest's already scheduled, right? I mean,
yeah, I think so.
All right. See you next week.
I don't know.
I'm going to drink a little more.
Solange, everybody.